Hey guys, it's Carnifex, another Nerd This video. We got kind of a bonus video today. People have, I know I've put out like my list of like here's the teams you use, blah 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 blah. And I know that there are videos of probably this team out there already. But I've just had people ask, what are you specifically doing? How are you prioritizing your solo runs? Because I, minus like one time where I got really terrible RNG, have been able to do a full clear of P3 with this team. So my guild literally will be launching. We'll be able to start. We'll be able to start runs that we can register in a couple minutes here. So I have all these characters are gear 11. I'll even go over them real quick. So we do have a minute, a fair minute of time before everything launches and people start wrecking this thing. So 90L right, all max on the 4, damage and crit chance. Of course, next one. Freezard with damage and potency. His potency is not honestly quite where I want it to be because it's a few percent off, but it is rarely, if ever, resisted. Then we have Lil Baddie, who is about, is also a little under what I want her to be. She's currently a 90% chance effectiveness with a turn meter reduction. We got Chi, who is fairly closer to max than I thought I would ever bring him, but just it was worth it for this team. Damage and health. And then Master Duo, the straggler at gear 8. But if you check out this potency, right? 69, so like 95-ish% effectiveness with his turn meter reduction on basic. So it's time. So we're gonna go ahead and roll in here. And here we go. Let's see how it works. Now, I will restart if I don't get a slow in the first turn. Because, yeah. Okay, so we got it. And literally, as soon as I hit that, I go and I don't have a problem. So, since my Master Duo is the weakest, one, he's going to get targeted out the gate if he doesn't have the most health and protection. So, while that's great, he also has lower words. He also has lower armor than these other characters because he's weaker. So the first thing I try and do is boost up his protection to a point to where I know he's not going to be targeted. Now, my main characters that I use to hurt ads are Freezard with his AoEs, Chi, and Nightiel with her basic. I will save this the armor buff until it comes around to turn 1, and I don't think I'm going to reduce his TMR to a point to where it's going to hurt me. Now, Corcoran, in my opinion, is the priority because of the stun. That stun can really jack you up, and so I try to limit the number of stuns that go out. Right now, I'm a little torn. Do I want to take out Corcoran and keep a turn from going off on this? I think I probably do. Oh, you've got to be kidding. How was that not enough? I saw Freezard was close. Man, okay. So we're going to drop that down now. And so one of the things I like to do with Mar is get it to a point to where I stagger his buff and his AoE. So I'll kill him after he's buffed himself before he gets off his AoE. And usually that'll help me down the road. So usually I don't use Baddie's taunt hardly ever. Pretty much only if the turn meter is completely gone and the blind isn't up or I'm trying to save it for another turn. Because the whole turn meter reduction, but in turn 1, because she comes up so soon after the Hardorc's turn, she usually ends up taunting at the beginning, and it also helps take some of the early attention whenever all the ads are up. I don't have like a turn meter advantage or cooldown advantage on them yet. Okay, so we used his buff over there. We have a couple people we could choose to get rid of that. And I mean, Master Duo literally is basicking almost every single turn. Now, I do like to save this blind for whenever the ads come out in order to, one, hopefully give us a chance of blinding the ads, but it also works out so that means that if Hardorc gets blinded right after he summons, he will be blinded on his AoE. And that's getting 1 or 2 of those is really helpful whenever you're down the stretch and he has more stacks of, Soften Rage. So we're going to go ahead and do this one here because it's coming up. We didn't get it. That's okay. Turn meter, yeah, we're not going to be able to reduce it past a point where we would lose the armor buff, so I'm going to throw it up. And since one of the easy ways to check and see whether or not you've gotten slow is if this is on the right of the enraged stacks. This is actually kind of a useful little thing. So I already have defense down, but I'm going to go ahead and try to get it again. Cool. So that way I won't lose it at the start of next turn. Little healing block goes out, but as you can see, there's not healing on this team very much, only on those rare chances with Patriarchy. So odds are this taunt will actually wear off by the time you come around anyway. So I'm just going to hit and reduce that few percent of turn meter. I'm not going to use, because Friezard's A3 is currently broken to where it does, and not like the good broken, like, it's broken, dude. It's like, no, it's broken, it's not working right. They said they're going to fix it where basically he only removes 25% of their existing turn meter, not of their maximum turn meter. So I won't use this individually on Hardorc until it's later on. So my next kind of priority is Patriarchy. He ends up getting targeted a lot, and plus Batty is like the self-res, just as like an absolute last case scenario, worst case scenario. I will use the armor down here to take a chance because I still have another turn before the summon comes up. And so I will definitely be able to get, see, we got the resist there, even though it's only like a 10% chance. And that'll happen a couple times in these runs. So priority, though, is always landing slow. Like, I don't do jack with Friezard until slow has been landed, because on these long runs, it's not worth saying, oh, well, I'll still get, like, a chance with Master Duo and a chance with Friezard. Like, surely one of those work. No, we make no assumptions. We go. You will occasionally get, but again, it's only a 50% chance to apply the slow. It's a 100% chance for the TMR, a 50% chance for the slow. Just make sure that the speed is on the right of the buff, and you will be fine. Pretty much you're using this shield on cooldown. The one exception would be if it was right about to be the AoE and you didn't have blind on. So blah, 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 blah. Because I'm not going to be getting damage from Hardorc right away, I'm going to go ahead and actually beef up this a little bit so it never cuts into her health. Drop in here. Thank you. And you can see look how much we just dropped that turn meter. And now everyone has pretty low, and I'm not going to use the armor decrease because my main turn meter reducers are really low on their own turn meter. So by the time they get going again, he'll be pretty close, and that means I probably won't have enough time to get that off cooldown. And I do like to start. It depends. It depends on which one I like to start with. We'll see what happens at the front here, and I'll show you. So again, I'm not gonna do it. We will get a little bit of turn meter reduction here. We may get a couple more. Yeah. So we're gonna get a couple more hits in. Buff everybody. Sometimes I will use the armor buff for them, but really it's not the damage from the ads that stinks. It's the stun from Corcrum. So I'm going to go ahead and use it because, right, the turn meter is really low. I can't get the full, 25% from this anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the AoE. We got it on Mar, and he's about to do his little chain thing. So, not his chain thing, because he's, I don't know, I wonder if they have that maxed. I've never had him chain it on me, but anywho, I'm going to go ahead and put it on Master Duo. I get a little paranoid with Master Duo. So like I was saying before, the basics that I'll use are Patriarchy. And look, we got we got lucky there because Master Duo was able to apply the speed down because Corcrum came in with his stun and of course stunned Friezard. You can bet that if Corcrum is able to get off his stun, he's going to stun Friezard and mess you up. So again, the priority, see, this is an area where I'm a little torn now. Whether or not I want to try and make it so Corcrum doesn't get another turn. I think I'm going to try it because I know I'll get another turn with, and look, and Master Duo coming in big again. Since his turn meter's so low, and so Nightingale is nice because she comes around and she cleanses that buff some, her potency is not as high. So it's not 100% guaranteed. So because his turn meter is so low, won't get full TMR reduction. It's not worth doing. But because I will remove one of these buffs, and that AoE is really the thing that cuts into your survivability, then I do like, see, and we were able to get rid of another buff there. Hopefully we'll get some turn meter reduction, at least enough to let Nightingale commit. No, of course we got dodged. Okay, so yeah, we're still doing fine. Still low numbers, but I'll be honest, right now we don't have as much armor, as much shields stacked as I usually do at this point. Odds are we should get a blind on the next one because we haven't worked on either of our first couple blinds on Hardorc, and that's where you really start to kind of like, okay, I'm safe now. I can stack this up. So I will use the turn meter reduction here because he's closer to the top of his turn meter, and we already have slowdown. Gonna do armor decrease, boost up chi, yeah. Because until I want to try and make Batty the priority as much as possible because she is the most armor. Not going to use it. Let's see. Yeah. Got the slowdown. Okay. I'm actually gonna put it on chi. Because again, the focus, you're gonna take less damage overall if the damage that's being taken is being mitigated more by a person with more armor, who in this case is Little Batty. Little Batty. Please, none of my my UK viewers be offended by that. I'm fully aware. Terrible accent. Okay. So, looking around at the cooldowns to see where we're at. I'm going to go ahead and prioritize Corcoran because even though I got the blind, his AoE is not going to be coming up, so it really wasn't doing that much for us. Use that buff on cooldown. Okay, so here I know I'm going to get a second shot. I know I'm saying like always prioritize the slow, and I probably should here just because there's no buff concerns. Actually, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stick with my guns, not get myself in any situation. And again, even though I could have eventually killed Corkum over time with AoEs, I kind of prioritized using the basics from Nightingale and Patriarch Chi to try and get him down sooner, so that he has fewer cooldowns reduced on his stun, so he uses it less frequently. So I'm telling you, when you get towards the end, and you have like everybody stunned, of course, then that's whenever you get whomped. Going to do this. Definitely this. And you can see this time where we were able to control the Corcoran and he didn't have his stun up, we're doing a lot better, right? We're reducing a lot more of these, we're getting rid of a lot of these buffs on Hardorc more passively, reducing more turn metered. He's still on that turn after. We may even get another blind out again. Okay, let's see if that's enough. Yep. Okay. Go ahead and give it to Little Batty. Okay, I should not make that a thing. Oh, resisted. Unfortunate. So everyone's fine. So I'm gonna go for turn meter reduction, and of course we didn't get it. See, sometimes you get some weak sauce RNG, but so I'm not gonna use the armor decrease yet because I know that my yeah, both of you like kind of mess me up, please again. So now I'm going to use it because while we will reduce the turn meter a little more, I think it won't be enough to make it so it doesn't wear off. We'll find out. That's probably one of the harder things to estimate. Okay, cool. So we had it so the armor increase was on everybody, and you're gonna have to kind of start gauging that yourself based on the speed of your own tunes. Didn't quite get the blind up in time to try it again. Obviously, this only happens 30% of the time, but if you use it as many times as you can, whenever it's would prevent that AoE from hitting anyone, you know, you're gonna blind a couple of them, and those couple reduce a lot of damage going out to your team. And come on, that's what you need. Ah. Can we get that to chain? Nope. Man. Ah. Man, I am telling you, I do not get resisted 5% of the time with Master Duo. He 100% gets reduced more than 5% of the time. Ugh. Decrease. That was a little risky. In fact, I might have taken that one back. Using the armor decrease, but hopefully we'll actually have these turn meter reducing moves help us out a little bit here. And it won't be so okay, we did get to have it back up. Good. Man, see, this always hurts whenever you get like right there. Better to know whether or not I have slowdown. Of course. Dodged. Of course. He's so low on turn meter, and man, of course, no armor decrease on anybody. I shouldn't have done that. I should have put that on Corkrum. Come on, man. You got to give us a blind. Still nothing on Hardorc. 3 times in a row, nothing. Slow is more important than that turn meter reduction. I thought we'd come around again for that. Oh well. So he's gonna have the stun up on first turn, which is always the worst possible thing. You really don't want it to be up on first turn. How close is he? Not very. So we're going to go ahead and just knock him out. Doink, doink, doink. Nope. No turn meter reduction again. 80% chance. Let's go. Resist it again. Someone needs to keep a counter for me. It'll make me too sad if I do it myself. Okay, definitely putting up the armor decrease. Hopefully little baddie is able to sneak in here and has the blind up. Still nothing. 4 times, nothing. Oh well. It's gotta happen sometime, and I guess, you know, if it happens later when he does more damage, it's better for me, but... Definitely over here. As you can see, it's very easy for little baddie to not be the target, just because she has so much more shields and health. Pew, 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 pew. As you can see, it really is nice when you can land some armor decreases, because you really do crank out a bit more damage, especially on those crits. Boink, boink, boink. Oh, and I guess, I don't even know if I said this, but the other reason why I try to prioritize cheese basic a lot is because it helps apply shields on people. That's why I don't use like the armor decrease every single time, because overall, if I can keep it on little baddie, then the amount of shield damage I'm going to take is going to be what I can make back. Let's go. I think I need to give like one more to Duo, one more to Chi, and then go and start buffing up little baddies. Whoa, bye. Boom. Man. Jump on it. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Even though, again, a little risky. Like, that's probably a little riskier than I should have gone just because the other AoE is still on a 2-turn cooldown, but we'll be okay, yeah. It would basically just been if we had gotten resisted / dodged with Duo and none had happened with Little Baddie. So I'm going to keep it. Come on, Duo, come around. That's right. That's right. A little more. Okay. I'm going to try and see if I can... Nope. So I'm actually going to go ahead and ability block Corcoran here. And now I will go for the blind. If we get it on him, now I'm going to try and not kill him because he's going to have another turn here if I've mathed correctly here. No. Okay, dang it. It lined up. If you can get it to where he's ability blocked on one turn and then he's blind on the next one, you can actually stagger it out so he uses his AoE when blinded. But that's not going to happen this time. So we're going to go ahead and do this. It doesn't matter with him at this point. Sneaking in a hit here. Doink, doink, doink. Just because everyone's higher on turn meter, I'm going to go ahead and do the turn meter one. Even though I like to prioritize getting the armor decrease out first, we still have it on Hardorc. Okay, I want to save it for until he burns his buff. And then now should be able to finish him with Freezard. And boom, there we go. Reduce turn meter, get Little Baddie into it again. All right. So as you can see, this does take a little while. We've been doing this about 20 minutes at this point. But honestly, I still prefer it to like doing a bunch of different runs. Oh, we needed that resist to not happen there. Drop this out. Please. He doesn't have blind up. I didn't think so. We needed one more turn. We needed Master Duo to not get EF'd there. Man, and no turn meter reduction there either. Oh, we're getting so shafted. I'm telling you, when the blind comes around and you don't take any damage from it, it's huge. You end up stacking up so much shield just from that one time. Dude. I'm just gonna save it, play it safe. Definitely want to save the ability block in case I can use it on Corcoran. Okay. I could do this to give him the counterattack to potentially slow Mar, but Mar just really doesn't matter. The real devastator is Corcoran. Okay, cool. I'm even gonna, yeah, just not even have to worry about him because we still don't have as much shield stacked up as I'm accustomed to. We've had pretty rough. Finally got a blind over here. It only took us, what, 5 times? Guess it's not too far off of the actual percentage, but a little frustrating. But man's gotta eat. All right. If I had armor decrease, I would put it on Hardorc, but since I don't, help get him out a little sooner. Definitely Patriarch Chi. There we go. Don't need to put on the armor decrease. Oh my gosh, dodged again. That is not math. Dodge again. That's like 3 out of 7 attacks. The probability of that ever happening at 2% is just like, that should happen like 2 times if you play this game like 2 years and run this every single time. It's just, it's not 2%. Resisted again. 5% chance of being resisted. Five-ish. Okay. Yeah. Go for that turn meter reduction. As you can see, we're sitting a lot healthier now that we didn't have to have everybody eat all that damage. Got ourselves an armor decrease. So I think I need to put it on duo. Because pretty much once duo becomes a target, I mean, it's really hard to get Cheese shield on enough to make someone else the target. So I always want to play it safe on duo, just because he has, again, just so much less armor than these other characters since he's a gear 8. If you don't have a gear 8 duo, you don't have to do that, unless he's a gear 7 duo. 45k. Schwack. Okay. Yeah. We already got the armor decrease on this turn. Now we're getting some reasonable RNG for a while. Got the slowdown, so I'm going to go ahead for the armor decrease. Yeah, definitely. Oh my gosh. Oh well. That's one of the times to dodge if you're going to get dodged on that. So, boink, boink. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. As you can see, we are probably going to be just fine. We've been able to really manage the Corcorum. And again, you might be saying like, oh, but that ability block would do so much damage against Hardorc. I'm like, it's not worth everybody getting stunned and none of the turn meter reduction going out and letting him drop the debuffs and keep the buffs, you know, and hit you with those a couple times. Like, it's just not, it's so not worth it. Come on, little baddie. Nope. Okay. Definitely going for, man, we haven't got an armor decrease on many people with that. Nope, resisted. Oh, I should have definitely ability block Corcorum. Uh-oh, we may run into some summertime sadness here. How do I want to do this? I think I want to go for turn. Yes, thank you. Okay, that should be enough. I should have ability block Corcorum. That was a mistake on my part. We were able to make it work. But we weren't able to apply our turn meter reduction on Hardorc, which is unfortunate. So we'll get a little one from him here. I'm gonna go ahead for the blind again, and oh well. And I'm gonna let, just because he got the blind, I'm gonna let him burn his AoE. While blinded, even though he's buffed. This will not kill him. Okay, and then the AoE from Freezard should be enough this next time around. There it is. We have the turn meter reducers turn meter up pretty high, so I mean, again, I guess unless we get totally shafted, we're gonna be able to hang around for a while yet. Again, turn meter really high on Master Duo, so I don't think we need to use the armor buff yet. We're going to go ahead and use the turn meter reduction here. Use this. We didn't get it. If we had gotten it, we would have done it again, but I think we're going to get Duo to decrease it, but then we won't get anyone else up with the ability to decrease it. So I should have used the armor decrease there, but you don't have to be that anal about it. Oh, come on. Yep, see, still no slow out. G. Turn Yeah. See, this is the kind of thing I'm talking about, where you go like, no slow, no slow, no slow, no turn reduction. It's like, man, when you hit those chains, then he ends up not having any speed decrease, and he just has all these stacks of damage. That's why you always prioritize slow. I should have done armor decrease there. And in case you didn't see on there, I don't have this boosted up very much. Otherwise, I would use this a little more often and circumstantially. But I haven't needed it, so I don't have it. I don't want it. Oh my gosh! Little baddie, did you make 200 attacks in this? Because you've been dodged 4 times in the past, like, 15 attacks. No? Interesting. Wait, 400, 200 attacks. Let's do math, Taylor. If we're going to accuse people of their math, we need to do math ourselves. I could have potentially reduced the turn meter there, but just looking at it, was the next turn. It's the longer cooldown special. Just wasn't worth it. Okay. So blind out the gate. Okay, we got him again. Yes. Okay. We are going to be able to have the ability block come around. Oh, it's not up. No! Okay, turn meter reduction, please. You little hiney snuffer. That's the kind of crap you don't need going on in your life. Apparently it's a huge day in the ESPN app. Why did you need to tell me if that was true? Well, a little bit. Well, it had to happen sometime. Definitely going to get rid of him this way. Don't have the speed down yet. Come on. Really need that speed decrease coming out. Let's go. Slow, please. Boom. Okay. Just I don't remember what the AoE situation is for him. Yeah, so we'll take him out here with, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Give Batty a little bit here, because even those single target hits are a little chunkier now. Campbell's chunky. This video is sponsored by Campbell's. It's not sponsored by Campbell's. Definitely that. Boom. Come on. Blind. Ah! Okay. So as you can see, we are very, very, very handily going to be clearing this. I'm going to go ahead and start saving, even though I could probably come around to a second one. I just honestly don't even know who to put the shields on at this moment, so I'm just going to burn it out. I'll just throw out the armor decrease, so whoever he does end up attacking, it won't be as bad. I'm going to save all that. Okay. So, yeah, it was duo. Because what this means is that, you know, assuming the rest of my guild hasn't cleared this in, like, the 30 minutes that have gone on, which is actually very possible, then I will be able to use this team again, probably in Arachar, but in something. Okay, come on. I probably could have used another round of specials. But we will live. Because he's not going to attack us on his next turn. He's going to summon and... It's not the worst thing in the world. We'll be okay. Yeah, just go ahead and kill him with basics, because these guys aren't really going to do anything to me, because they don't have, like, the soft and rage that Hardorc has. So, again, first priority, even though again, like they're not really going to do damage, just to get rid of the inconvenience and out of spite. I'll prioritize Corcoran there. And, I mean, the goal, if I can, is to try and make it so that Freezard and Master Duo are as high as possible. I mean, there's nothing I can do to get away from that one. There's a chance that if I use her taunt, it'll... But anyway, a solo things, woo! Alrighty guys, back to a little bonus round. We're going to do Arachar. So this is the team that, again, when I'm able to successfully clear, I go in with. Because I can basically, they're going to go out, he's going to go after Freezard with all the single targets between the, all the great single target damage between Ember and Eric. And I'm going to go ahead and start this just so it's still at 100% whenever I get in here. Hopefully. But basically, lots of single target damage. He's going to go after Freezard, but I can keep him up with the heals and cheat death, both from his passive and from Soleus's buff. So, do we get in? Cool. So, main thing, again, just can we get speed up on the first time? And I will frequently speed up. Okay, dodge. Sure. Why not? Yeah, Master Duo is fine on like a second team here, but because so much of what he does is turn meter reduction, and obviously on my team, he's just not as well built as my Freezard by a large margin, I use Freezard. Come on, Freezy. Easy Freezy cover girl. Let's go. And don't do it again. This is what there's like RNG loops or something where it's just the like your chance of doing a certain thing decreases. Ah, crap! And now someone's hit. Thanks, RNG. Stupid. For those of you watching at home, hypothetically, there's under a 1% chance that you will be dodged and resisted. In 2 consecutive turns. All right, now we get to play because things happen. Right. So no AoEs coming up. So I'm just going to prioritize that single target damage. We're going to go ahead and try for the armor decrease. Didn't get it. That's fine. Arachar goes down so fast, so we're going to save both of these until, I know I don't have, like, a really good, like, I mean, that's the only combo hit I have. Okay, and I honestly haven't figured out which I like more between doing the burning or doing the, I'd like to prioritize doing the stun first, because if I happen to do get the burning, obviously it does boost my overall damage output a lot, because other than Eric, they're all magic damage. And again, we don't have that up, so we're not going to use that. Maybe get in the burning there. Good. Boom, boom, boom. A boom, 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 boom. I couldn't tell if we got the slow on that, so I will definitely try for it again. No, didn't get it, so we'll... And... I'm not sure, because Eric isn't the fastest guy, so we'll probably go ahead and drop this. And then hopefully he'll be able to come in here with his big ol' wallop. Definitely prioritize the slow. Whack. Boom. Oh my gosh, dodged. When there's burning on with the man. It's alright, guys. Dodge is just a 2% chance. I think I want to go give this to Freezard. had to be. Oh, and then we're gonna definitely do that. Keep everybody happy. Hopefully Airtar comes around here first, and we get the slow. Nope. And that's pretty much the only time I feel comfortable using the armor decrease. Is whenever he can get it like really early on. So we'll actually be able to get another chance here, but unfortunately it'll be right after that whenever his when his scales will come back up. Give him a little boosty here. And no armor decrease, of course. Yeah, got it. Little burning action. Burninating the countryside, burninating the peasants. That's a really dated reference for you kids out there. Back when the internet was young. Definitely will have enough time before we come back around. Turn around. Man, still no armor decrease. Nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Not gonna use it now. Not gonna use it now. He still has his passive cheat death up, so. And we even hit air, spreading the love a little bit. Honestly, I do like it whenever it just kind of goes on Freezar, because I always know who to give that buff to. But we're okay. Schwack. And there are going to be some people that this was not a particularly helpful video for them, and that's okay. I made this video understanding that, but I just had enough people ask, and not that I don't mind interacting with people. Sometimes it's just easy to say, hey, go check out this video, because there are probably other people wondering the same thing. So, see, pretty much whenever you use it there, you're just doing it for the chance of getting the burning. Schwack. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Now the AoE is gonna come up, we gonna get wrecked. Yeah, because he's dying either way. He will still be around, but nothing. I can use this to try and keep somebody else up, but it's really just that's going to be such a fraction of the damage at this point. I might as well just get hits while the burning is up and while the scales are already down. Boom, boom. Doing, bang, and then just just finish it off, get hits. This is not gonna be much damage. Boom. So we weren't gonna be able to knock out the scales. So there's another 1.5 mil. So I know that there's a solo Airchar team, but I'm not using that. To me, this is my main account. It's not worth boosting all that. And look, with 2 teams, we got over 5 mil. And I've been doing this a lot, honestly. Once I get my my Shadar up, then I will kind of cut it out a little bit. But as you can see, I still have a little while to go there. I'm in the 3rd GNL guild, so we didn't get started quite as early as some of the others. And at the beginning, I wasn't carrying a ton of weight because I was kind of taking one for the team and not doing Hardorc a lot, and I didn't have the other teams as developed. So, anywho. That's how I do the raid, and that's kind of the little things that I prioritize as I go through and do my hits. And there you go. Hope you're having a good one. You're gonna have another video come out here in a little bit.